Singapore, when news emerged that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un would be staying at the St. Regis Hotel, the manager of a nearby Starbucks joint thought the hordes of journalists camped out there would mean good business. While the manager, who did not want to be named, said plenty of journalists had patronized the outlet in Tanglein Mall ahead of the Trump-Kim summit on Tuesday, June 12, the numbers were not as large as he had expected. Business is about the same, just a slight rise, the manager told Channel News Asia on Monday. There are more people around the area but not a lot of them coming in. Journalists camping out near St. Regis. Photo, Okhil Hazik Mahmood. More than 2,500 journalists are in Singapore for the landmark summit, with United States President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim meeting at the Capella Hotel in Sentosa at 9 a.m. on Tuesday to discuss Pyongyang's denuclearization. The media frenzy, along with the heightened security in the Tanglein area, had the potential to cause disruption, but businesses and passers-by said life went on largely as per normal. Dozens of journalists and camera crew, many donning hats and sunglasses in the 30 degrees Celsius heat, waited in front of the hotel, eager to catch any sign of Mr. Kim. Police officers on partially closed Tanglein Road checked vehicles headed for the hotel, while police vehicles occupied the fully closed Tomlinson Road. A pair of Gurkhas stood guard by the road entering and leaving the hotel. Police officers checking cars entering St. Regis. Photo, Okhil Hazik Mahmood. The media scrum and police blockades meant passers-by had to tread a narrow path to get to the other side of the hotel, which is especially troublesome for those pushing strollers. Passers-by had to squeeze through the media scrum. Photo, Okhil Hazik Mahmood, but the obstructions didn't seem to bother one tourist from Melbourne. "It's no inconvenience," said Mr. Dennis, who was visiting his daughter living in Singapore. The journalists were blocking a little bit, but that's their job. Journalists were also seen crowding the entrance to Technology 3, a bicycle shop on Tanglein Road. But sales assistant Jonathan said the effect has been positive. "You have this, people will come down this way and discover the store," he said, adding that he has been seeing more walk-in customers. "There's an increase in awareness that we are here." Passers-by taking photos of the media scrum outside St. Regis. Photo, Okhil Hazik Mahmood. Good for Singapore. Attention also centered on the journalists themselves, with passers-by taking photos of the scene and one giggly group of teenage girls sneaking in shots of a handsome Caucasian correspondent. Retiree Mr. Wu, 71, said he didn't mind the intense media attention as it put Singapore on the world map. "There are a lot of international journalists here," he said. "It's very grand, good for Singapore." The media scrum is seen from the St. Regis side. Photo, Okhil Hazik Mahmood. The self-professed busybody said he waited outside the Shangri-La Hotel to catch a glimpse of Mr. Trump's motorcade before heading over to St. Regis. "Is Kim coming out?" he asked. "I'd like to see the motorcades." Mr. Wu said he had no issues with the tight security and road closures either. "We were only stopped when the motorcade went out," he said. "I even took a bus here." Mr. Jun Miyagawa brought about 20 US and 40 North Korean flags from Japan. Photo, Okhil Hazik Mahmood. Then there was Mr. Jun Miyagawa, who came from Japan to sell US and North Korea souvenirs outside St. Regis. The 68-year-old Japanese, who arrived on Sunday and will stay for a week, was selling each country's flag for 10 Singapore dollars apiece and North Korea guidebooks and maps for 15 Singapore dollars each. "Business was so-so," he said. "I came here to feel and study the historical summit between Trump and Kim Jong-un," he added. I guess the flags will be useful for tomorrow's event. Still, it was not long before plainclothes police officers caught up with Mr. Miyagawa, in another example of the heightened security in the area. Police officers speaking to Mr. Miyagawa. Photo, Okhil Hazik Mahmood. The officers checked his passport, flipped through his books and asked him questions about North Korea. Mr. Miyagawa packed up his wares and left about 45 minutes later. Like Mr. Miyagawa, the Australian tourist Mr. Dennis feels the summit will be significant. "I hope for a really good outcome between the two of them," he said. "It's better for all of us." Watch our comprehensive coverage of the Trump-Kim summit live on YouTube from 7 a.m. on Tuesday, June 12th. Subscribe to our channel here. You can also watch the live stream and read updates at www.channelnewsasia.com/Trump-Kim Summit.